episode 3928, What If Forward Progress Requires Forgiveness?
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready? Oh yes, it's officially here. This is the last day of 2025. It is time to bring in 2026, but the question remains, what if forward progress requires forgiveness? For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, I have to tell you, I am so thrilled to be here with you on the last day of 2025. Now, I believe that the best is yet to come. And so maybe you're coming off of a hard year, hard season. Maybe you've had a lot of questions in your life. Maybe you're celebrating things wherever you are. I want you to know right now that I'm praying for you. Because as we leave 2025 and we walk into 2026, I do believe that we need to have a heart that sets us up for what's ahead. Because every new year arrives heavy with promises, right? Especially when it comes to our healthy living and our well-being. However, let's be honest, you've got a fair share of frustration too, right? And for millions, those well-meaning resolutions quickly unravel, leaving behind guilt and the familiar cycle of, I failed again. Oh my goodness, I failed. But the harsh truth is that pushing yourself to fix every flaw with iron willpower only sets you up for a battle you can't win long term. So what if forward progress requires forgiveness when it comes to your healthy living? Because well-being doesn't emerge from beating yourself up to become a different person. Yet all too often, that's exactly the approach New Year's resolutions demand, right? This hard reset where it looks like this checklist of drastic changes. I've got to do this, I got to do this. And then it's like, you got to be all in. If you're not all in, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. And that's what you hear all the time. Why try? Because you've already tried this 1,000 times again. And why will it work now? Well, I don't know. You see, this approach misses a vital element. It does. What if forward progress actually requires forgiveness? Oh, my friend, forgiveness breaks the cycle of self-sabotage. And understand this, it has to come from a genuine positioning of your heart. It can't be something like, yeah, I forgive myself, no big deal. I'm going to move on. It's not something that you like throw out like a roll of dice on the table, like, it's okay. I'm going to gamble at this forgiveness thing. No, it's got to go deep to your core. Because when you do that, it shifts the narrative, that story that you keep telling yourself from enemy territory, where you're fighting against yourself all the time, to a place of internal kindness and trust. Once again, you're believing in who you are and who you are becoming. It's no longer about excuse making. It's about opening the door to real possibility by becoming your own ally. When you forgive the stumbles, you make space for momentum to grow rather than crumble under the weight of shame. And unfortunately, a lot of us are living this life right now. We are sitting there going, gosh, darn it, I wish I was 30 pounds lighter. I said I would do this last year, and here I am again, and I feel like I'm just in the cycle of, well, what is it? And then what do? You keep saying these things, and this is shame. You're shaming yourself. No wonder you can't get past what you want to get past. And it's not just because, you don't have the perfect plan. Yeah, don't go to all those infomercials. Don't look at, if you join this or do this or whatever. That's not the problem. There's something deep within you. You've got to be willing to root yourself in compassion and consistency. And that is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Root yourself in compassion and consistency. You've got to have kindness. Most of the time, we are treating strangers better than we treat ourselves. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we have nothing but hate words. Seriously. And I'm telling you right now, hate is a very strong word. We use it too frequently. But honestly, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, and we're sitting there going, oh my gosh, you could do better. What is your problem? If you would have just done this 3 months ago, you would look like this now. Well, where's that going to get you? Nowhere fast. Because guess what? You are where you are. So why not find a better way forward, rooted in compassion and consistency? What does that look like in real life? What does that look like in moving into 2026? Number one, commit to small, sustainable habits. Forget the drastic leaps. Pick tiny daily actions you can maintain. Tiny habits, like a glass of water first thing when you wake up in the morning, it's right there and you just guzzle, 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 guzzle. Why? Because you wake up dehydrated. If you start dehydrated, how are you going to end your day? Dehydrated. Because we're not even hydrating during the day. So start with a great glass of water. Maybe it's a 5-minute stretch, or you can stretch it to 10 or 15 minutes once a day, then move it to twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. These are small, sustainable habits. They're not earth-shattering when you think about it, but they are when you add it up, right? Small habits, big impact. Maybe it's just breathing, taking that deep breath. Wow, it just sets this calmness for a moment. Even when I breathe with you, it allows me to think, oh my goodness, I don't have to throw all of this at them. Wait, let's break for just a moment here. These wins build quiet and powerful, sustainable energy and momentum that last not just for hours, but for months and months into years and years, which then becomes what? A lifestyle. You've got to root yourself in compassion and consistency. Number 2, build your tribe. Now you might be thinking, oh, Christiane, I don't need a tribe. I'm talking about people who love you, regardless of what you look like, how you dress, where you come from, how much money you make, how many kids you have, whether you're single, married, divorced, whatever it is. Build your tribe, those who love you unconditionally. And what you do is when you build that up, you build an accountability. And a lot of times we think accountability is this punishment, right? Of like, oh, I got to get on the scale to see how much I've actually lost. No. Accountability isn't punishment, it's connection. Change what it means in your mind. Find a friend, a coach, a community to walk beside you. Someone who holds you accountable with encouragement, not judgment. That's why I'm so looking forward to what's coming up in the new year. I've been working on it in the last couple of weeks, trying to finalize everything because I want you to be able to come in for free and also a paid possibility. I want you to be able to do that so you feel supported and loved regardless of anything. It's all unconditional. And finally, number 3, give yourself grace for setbacks. Slip-ups aren't failure, right? They're proof you're trying. Did you hear that? When you make a mistake, when you eat too much, when you go out and have extra cheese and nachos, right, at your favorite Mexican restaurant, whatever you're doing, this isn't like, oh my gosh, I can't start again. No, it's just proof that you're trying. You actually care. That speaks volumes. Forgiving yourself means facing the pause, right? Learning what pushed you off track and gently choosing to carry forward, saying, you know what? Yeah, I went off. Or maybe you actually made a decision, a conscious decision to say, you know what? I am going to go and enjoy a Mexican meal and enjoy chips and nachos and have the salsa, all of it. I'm going to enjoy it. Why? Because I'm going to enjoy it with friends, whatever it is. It could be a birthday celebration, anniversary. It could be something for your family. It doesn't matter what it is. But if you make that conscious decision, then don't sit there and turn around and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. It gets you nowhere, my friend. It just slows you down. It keeps you stuck. And however long it is, if you do this in January or February, right? Let's say you do it in March. Well, 10 months later, you're back to where you are today. Oh, I wish I would have started. If I would have just kept to it, why did I eat those chips and salsa and enjoy those nachos? Right? No. That doesn't do any good. It doesn't. Because let me tell you, most of us are doing exactly that. We just keep pushing ourselves, beating ourselves up, saying, you're a failure. You can't do this. You're going to try this. You spend money on that. It may not be about the gadgets or the cute outfits or the right shoes. Maybe it's just about saying you matter. What if you try that approach? Why don't you try a little bit of heaven's approach? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God loves you right where you are. And if you're wondering, that comes from Jeremiah 29:11. Your wellness journey, my friend, is part of the plan, the divine plan that God has specifically designed for you. And it's not about perfection. It's about you thriving right where you are and where you're going. I think about Sammy. She was one who had years and years, I honestly should probably say decades, of broken resolutions, crushing literally her optimism, going, I can't do this, until she embraced small habits, taking those daily walks, giving up the nightly healthy snacks, or if she even had snacks, they were definitely healthy, but even giving those up, and inviting a friend into her journey, saying, you know what, I need some help. I just need someone to encourage me. And when setbacks hit, she forgave herself instead of spiraling out of control. What do you think happened? She gained more energy. This real, true joy within herself resurfaced. It didn't come from something that she bought, like the latest and greatest healthy technology thing that this is going to give you all that you want. I'm not saying those things aren't good. I use them too. But it doesn't perform the result. It ultimately comes down to you, your actions. And so for her, when she forgave herself, that joy bubbled up from deep down. And then progress stuck. You see, my friend, wellness needs to be sticky for transformation to occur. It can't be something that's easy, because guess what? Life isn't easy. It's not. And you're going to have challenges. You're going to have setbacks. I don't care what tools you have at your hand. You could have someone who came in and cleaned your house, took care of the kids, had a personal chef, did your laundry, like everything done except you just waking up and taking care of you, and still you would fail. You still wouldn't like your body the way it is. You would still find something wrong with your eyes. You would still sit there and go, oh my goodness, how am I going to get this tummy to go away? Yeah, you could even go under the knife and have a tummy tuck. You could go in and have something done with your buttocks and your breast, all of that, right? But that's not going to change who you are, because this comes from within. Wellness isn't about becoming someone else overnight. It's about loving who you are now and who you are becoming, mind, body, and spirit, through discipline tempered by forgiveness. So here's the question that I don't want you to run away from. Seriously, I want you to think about this today as you begin to envision what 2026, the new year, looks like for you. What bold, forgiving step will you take today to honor your whole self, so you can be the best version of who you are now and who you are becoming? Okay, let me repeat that for you so you get it, because it's a mouthful. What bold, forgiving step will you take today to honor your whole self? All right, both in who you are and who you are becoming. Make it real. Make it consistent. Make it yours. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. And from my family to yours, happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.